Welcome to Sanctum Asylum. I am Keyless, and this is Draugen. On the last episode, we ended the episode with us discovering that the ship did not indeed return to where we left it. It is gone. Our ship is gone, the town is empty. We're looking for our sister Elizabeth, and it looks like she was here because we found a scarf that indicated that she had been here, but we see no sign of anyone. So I guess Lizzie is going to hang out here for a moment. Lizzie?
Betty would have taken plenty of constitutionals here. She loves the outdoors.
How so? She's a city girl.
I'm sure she gets tired of Manhattan. And when she was little, she loved playing in the garden back in Hanover, especially around the pond.
Are you alright?
I just miss her.
The game is awfully quiet. I've turned it up as far as I can. I hope it's about right now. Let's go ahead and check out this. I want to see what's in here.
Don't go back to Hanover and stay here instead.
And how would I survive?
Hunt, harvest, forage. People have survived here for centuries. Why can't we?
I wouldn't even know where to begin.
I could learn. I'd start with goats. Goats can be eaten and milked. Probably not in that order.
And you could.
They had a memorial service for the accident in the mine.
But that
on
was
July 24th in the village church.
For something that happened 20 years ago?
It still affected their lives.
So a memorial, which means they must have this memorial, what, every year perhaps? Let's check out the ferry.
The ferry route is no longer operating.
Rats!
Mrs. Fretland already informed me in her letter.
I know. Still warrants a resounding rats.
I wonder why it stopped running.
Look around. How many people live here? 20? 30?
Yeah,
that
true.
can't be enough for a ferry route.
Things got quieter after the mine closed down.
They need to move on and find something else to put their village on the map.
Oh!
Tobacco farming, maybe.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Telegraph village. Oh, there's new stuff here. Telegraph.
The telegraph is out of order.
Well, there goes my plan. NOSOS.
Yeah,
This was
that's
2
right.
years ago, but the notice is still up.
How can it take 2 years to get something like that fixed?
If they couldn't afford it? Or couldn't get anyone to come fix it?
Well, this place really is off the map. Here be dragons. Or Draugens, I guess.
Draugens, yeah. So I actually turned on a certain setting called stacked subtitles, and I don't like it, so we're going to turn it off. Let's see, is there anything else we can journey? His arms are still sore from the trip across the fjord. We won't soon forget the ordeal.
Ferry would have made the trip here much easier.
And you wouldn't have had to pay that farmer a fortune to rent his boat.
I had no choice.
We should keep his boat. If it comes back. Bring it with us to Hanover.
Perhaps.
Do what with it exactly?
I don't know. Grow parsley in it? Use it in the pond? Forget it. Stupid idea.
The village. He pities the village, disconnected as it is from the world outside, but he sees the parallels to himself, disconnected from humanity.
It must have been so isolated, with no easy way in or out.
Aren't there boats?
He saw how much work it was to cross the fjord. And if the weather's bad,
It can't be healthy. Being so isolated. Cooped up inside. Reading the collected works.
yeah, all right, I get
This
it.
village is basically you two.
I said, all right.
Photo.
Fretland and Son.
How do you figure?
It's on the sign above the entrance. And on this photograph. Frederick and Simon Fretland.
Simon.
Simon Fretland. Frederick's son.
And Johann's nephew. See, I'm getting the hang of this. Simon. That was the name in the burnt book.
Oh yeah.
So Simon is Ruth's older cousin.
Frederick.
The older gentleman is clearly Mr. Fretland's twin brother.
Twins are confusing. If this was a dime novel, they'd be switching places at some point to confuse the coppers. Damn you, twins!
I like her a lot. She's hilarious. Oh, it's locked. Oh,
Applesauce.
Why lock any
Applesauce.
doors? I can't imagine they have a problem with punks and hoodlums.
The The sign says they're closed, but I thought maybe... Hello? Are you open? Is anyone there?
Can't you just bust down the door? Locks be damned.
Breaking and entering, I will not. I'll just dislocate my shoulder.
Yeah, true.
Is that? Lizzie, come here.
Oh, it's Elizabeth's
It's Betty's hat.
Huh.
She was here. She could still be in there. Betty? Betty!
Are you sure, Edward? I mean, it's just a hat. Is it even a hat? I'm
I
not
know
sure.
my sister's hat, Lizzie. I have to get inside.
What about the breaking and entering part?
I could care less what they call it.
Okay, well, let's see if we can jimmy this window open. Man. Where's a good rock? Okay, there's multiple windows, so we'll try this first. No. Oh, look. Huh. If we get onto the roof, perhaps we could crawl into the attic and get in through there? Here's a ladder. It's an idea, but it doesn't look like that's what we're going to be doing here. Man, that's too bad. It seemed really clever of me to notice that. Is there any way? Ah, there's several more windows. Come on, give it a good pull. Negative. Ah!
Here's an open window.
You seem eager to break the law. I approve.
Pull. Yeah, get that thing open. Arrgh.
Won't budge.
Really?
Don't be a milquetoast.
Well, it's stuck.
Attaboy, Teddy. You can do this.
Pull harder. It's gonna break. It's gonna hurt me.
I can't believe I'm actually breaking. Whoops, Daisy.
Oh!
Oh my, Teddy. You're such a sap.
Hey! Better be careful in there. Can I get up? She didn't even help me up. Wow. It's so messed up.
Tanty, world traveler, cat burglar.
Yeah,
A cat burglar would, by definition, enter a building on a higher
Jeez.
floor.
The state of this place.
Oh,
What
Betty.
is this?
Edward,
I hope you weren't here when...
is this blood?
Not necessarily human blood.
Well, that's all right then.
Still
What
not
does
good.
it say? Barn murder? Someone murdered a barn?
Barn means child. And mortar, that's...
Child murderer. Edward, they murdered a child?
Someone thought so.
Probably the same someone who vandalized the store.
Oh, it is vandalized. Huh, I hadn't noticed before.
I'm not sure how I feel about being in here.
Don't be ridiculous. We're all alone. What else do you suggest we do?
Well, we know her hat is in the next room. What is this? Oh, part
It's
of
the
it's...
same photograph as in the
Johan's
farmhouse, but
gone. At least, I assume he's the one who's been... snip.
Frederick clearly did not want anything to do with his twin brother.
No, because his twin brother gave up his share of the mine and stopped helping. Okay, let's go into here then. This is where we saw the hat. Oh, it's locked, of course.
Damnation. The hat's in here.
So
Calm
now...
down, old boy. Anyway, how's a hat going to help us?
Who knows what else is in here? There could be more clues.
All right. Okay. Everything's Jake. We made it into the store.
Who's
We'll
Jake?
find a way through that door.
Oh, here, what's this?
Why would Frederick keep a list of what he calls traitors?
What did they do to him?
Readers.
Cross them
Oh.
in some way. Why else keep a list of undesirables?
There's a lot of names on there. Was one crossed out? No, one is Anna. Oh, the Fretlands. The Fretlands are like highlighted. Not highlighted, but underscore. What is that called? Unsent mail.
The key must be here.
You know, you're better at finding things than me, Teddy Bear.
Well, maybe if you'd look around a little bit and help out. There must be at least 10 envelopes. he noticed. All of them stamped and addressed, but stuck in perpetual
These
limbo.
were never sent.
How long have they been piling up?
I received Mrs. Fretland's letter in June, and they received my letter from July.
A couple of months. Perhaps the world forgot about Grovik.
Grovik. I keep calling it Gravik. Grovik? Out of order.
Out of order.
Why hasn't it been fixed?
Perhaps there wasn't much
Stop.
demand for it anymore.
Stop pushing me. Why are you pushing me? Too close.
S-O-S.
Wow. That's unusual, huh?
Oh boy. If only this thing worked. We could order a boat to come get us. Or, even better, order some hot grub.
A pizza? No, I don't think so. Oh, it's a drawing. Till Simon fra Ruth. Ah, here. The key must be in here. This is a key box. Damn!
What are you doing?
Looking for keys.
Your life of crime continues.
Key hooks.
Keys are all gone.
Some thieving thieves beat you to it. Rascals.
A
There's
note.
Is it written in Viking runes? What does it say?
I don't know.
It's from Simon.
Jake Poutet? Gossip.
Casa. I don't know what that word means. Yai put it means I put. Nurkel is key.
Oh, Casa.
You put the key in the casa?
Casa.
Yeah. I know where it
Should have
is.
my dictionary. The note's addressed to his father.
So
It's-
the key was moved.
It's not a.
But where to?
It's not a
Somewhere
word.
Safer. Or more convenient.
Can we really trust your translations? You only started studying a month ago.
Hey,
I spent
watch
the
this.
summer reading, and I had a lot of free time on the ocean voyage.
Come on, how much could you possibly pick up in a few months?
You know my mind, it's a sponge.
Really? Not mine. Mine's like a used up piece of tape. Nothing sticks.
Casa.
There it
So
is.
that's what it means. Cash register.
Well, it could be the brand. I don't know. Anyway, let's open this sucker.
You're a genuine gangster now, old fruit. Don't worry. If you get busted, I'll come visit you in the big house. The Vandals weren't here for the money.
I think
Nope.
money was the last thing on their minds.
Wasn't there supposed to be a key?
Here it is.
Well, let's grab the key and we'll get into that room. And we'll see what's. You got it? I wonder how old Edward actually is. Early 40s, maybe? If I had to guess, that's just a guess. Why are you looking at me like that? You're creeping me out a little bit. Okay, let's try and get in here. Oh. Yep, that's it. There's a note under the hat. Is there anything else in here just before we... Nope.
It is her hat.
Teddy, I'm not
Betty
sure
was
that's...
here, and not long ago.
Okay, but if that is her hat, what's it doing in a locked storeroom?
Another breadcrumb.
That's not an answer.
I know for sure she was here. That's what matters.
You know best, Edward. So, what now? If this is a breadcrumb, where's the next one?
There must be a reason her hat's in this room.
There's always the mine. I can't imagine we won't explore that at some
What's
point.
A handwritten note.
I'm not blind. What does it say, you silly goose?
It's hard to read. I'm not sure my translation will be... Johann, you... Nectar. Refuse. You refuse to speak to me, so I write this letter instead. It's from Frederick Fretland to his brother.
Oh.
Simon did not... Bloody hell. Simon did not murder your Ruth. He was fond of his cousin.
Ruth. Ruth is the daughter of Anna and Johann, which means
She's the one that died.
the little girl in the photograph at the farmhouse. Oh, Edward. The Fretland girl was murdered. This is simply awful.
Simon was working at the farm while I tended to the store. I would have seen him had he passed on the way up to the cliffs?
They thought Simon killed Ruth. His own cousin.
Ruth was... what's that word? Playing. Ruth was always playing on the rocks below the church. She must have fallen by accident. The note ends there. Frederick never finished it. And Johann never read it.
Right.
Not that it would have made a difference.
Nope.
If Johann
The
thought...
mob showed up for Simon. His father would have tried to protect him.
September 17th. You would have been here, Betty.
Rocks below the church. Isn't the church right above us? Edward, come look at this. That's the cliff. Right there.
What?
The one in the note? I bet you 1,000,000 clams.
Where?
See for yourself.
What? Where?
I guess that could be where...
Let's check it out.
No, Lissy, wait.
Yeah, we need to be careful. Wait, she did not just run down there. Damn it! Are you kidding me? Thought I might be able to get up into there, but I guess not. Well, we need to chase her down. Oh, we can unlock this now. I guess Lizzie must have went around. I don't know why.
This way.
Stop. Oh my god, if she falls.
I'm standing right below it.
What are you doing? This doesn't concern
A
us.
little girl died. We're staying in her home, for God's sake. Are you completely without heart? Get yourself up here, Edward Harden, right this minute.
I'm not a great climber.
Come on. It's
Let's
an easy
try.
climb.
This looks very dangerous.
Oh, you're a big boy. Start acting like it. It's not Mount Everest.
It might as well be.
Whoops-a-daisy.
Okay, well, that's the first part. So if she was playing here, then... Oh.
What is
yeah.
this?
Where little Ruth died.
You're being morbid. And this is a distraction. I'm
What is
here
that?
for Betty, not because some girl
Edward.
got herself...
You insensitive brute. You're like the Tin Woodman, no heart. You've
Sorry.
grown cold and mean in that horrid study of yours. With only books and bugs to keep you company for years and years and years. There are other people in this world, you know. It's not all about you. You're going to do this. If not for Ruth, then for us. We're going to figure out what happened to the poor girl. Together.
I think it's pretty obvious what happened, but... There is this.
Is that blood?
The girl could have hit her head on that rock.
Oh, maybe she
There would
didn't
have
fall.
been plenty of blood.
That's awful. I think there's something behind it.
Yeah, I noticed that
Can you
too.
move the rock aside?
What is it? It's a hat or a doll? I see. Looks like it's missing a head.
It must
Oh,
be
it's-
Ruth's.
Where's the head?
It's
Maybe the killer also decapitates dolls.
Hold on. This
killer.
pin. This is old. Very old. It looks like something from the Viking era.
How would he know
You're in the
that?
land of Vikings.
This could be 1,000 years old. It does not belong in a child's doll.
Is it
Who
cursed?
cares? Ruth is dead and you're obsessing about a rusty old pin? Let's go further up. Maybe we'll find more clues. Come on, old sport.
Oh.
It's not far.
Can you wait just 1 minute so that I can catch my breath?
Oh, wow, it is. Wow, there's
Do
blood.
you follow the same path, Betty? Or am I just stumbling through darkness?
I can't imagine why she would put her scarf around a mannequin and then go to that store and set her hat down. Unless she's trying to lead us. So Draugen could also be like an extended version of Draugr, which is an undead. I think that's Norwegian. Or undead. But that's just a guess. I don't know. You be careful.
You can
Oh
see
my
clear
god.
beyond the edge of the world.
Oh.
One
Oh,
second.
teddy bear. We need to take you out walking more often.
Yeah, maybe.
So, the girl fell from up here.
Oh, she fell
Was
from
pushed,
here.
I mean.
That's
Can you
what
see
they
where
think.
she fell? Seeing as
I-
you're so concerned about
I
me
don't
falling
really-
out of trees, I wouldn't want to risk falling off a cliff.
I'm not really one for heights, honestly. He feels dizzy looking down. His heart does not favor heights.
Certainly high
Neither
enough
does
to kill a
mine.
child.
If I had to go, this would be the way to do it. Soaring through the air like a bird.
And
Really?
landing like a rock.
You might not die immediately. Oh, can you imagine landing on your legs and them shattering? You just lay there for days? Oh my god. Outcrop. The stone he notices would be likely terminating point of a fall. Would be the likely terminating
If she
point of a
fell
fall.
headfirst on that rock, she'd have died instantly.
Edward!
Yes.
Honestly.
If she's
You
lucky.
wanted to learn more. This is you learning more. She hit her head and fell into the bush where I found her doll. Happy now, Alice?
I'm not. What was she doing up here in the first place?
Playing? She was a child. Children play in dangerous places.
There must be more to it. Let's find out where this path leads.
No, absolutely not. I don't have time for this nonsense.
Oh
Running out
no!
of daylight, and Betty's still
She's so fast.
out there.
So what is his relationship to Alice, I wonder?
Lissy,
I don't think it's a
slow
father-daughter.
down. I can't keep up with you. Who knows what's up there? It's not worth the risk of falling and
Yeah,
breaking something.
same thing could happen to us.
Lissy? Are you there?
What'd she see?
Teddy,
My word.
Oh my god.
Look away, Lissy.
is this what happened to the villagers?
Stop.
They killed themselves?
It's one body. Let's not jump to conclusions.
Jesus.
Ugh, this is just ghastly. What made him do this? How long has he been...
From the state of the body, perhaps a couple of weeks.
You think so?
Depends on temperature and humidity, of course.
Let's take a look at this. Yeah, he definitely
Was he executed?
doesn't look like
Could
it.
have kicked the chair away himself.
If I had to guess,
What does that say?
God forgive me.
Don't suicides go to hell? Isn't that what your father said when
Stop.
your mother drowned
Don't.
herself?
odd.
Sorry.
Well,
Who was he? One of the Fretlanders?
It's
Hard to
not
say.
Johann or Frederick. And he's too old to be Simon.
Do you think this has something to do with Ruth? Maybe she came across the hanged man before she died, and it scared her. So she ran, and
This happened later.
there's some consolation in that, I guess. Maybe it's the killer. The guilt ate him up, and he offed himself.
That's just speculation with no basis in fact. There's nothing more to do here. I'm going back. Let the poor soul rest in peace.
Does it look like he's resting in peace?
he's definitely resting.
You're just going to leave him hanging? You're an insensitive brute.
I'm here for Betty. It's tragic, but really none of my concern.
Betty, Betty, Betty. Always just Betty. You don't care about anyone else. What if that was me up there? Would you care then? All you do is obsess over a scarf and a hat and ugh.
It's all I have of Betty.
Betty, there she is again. Edward, the hanged man, he's someone. No matter what he did or didn't do, he deserves respect. Would you please just do this one decent deed? If not for me, then for yourself. Or for your Betty.
What am I gonna do? Carry it back downhill? Do I bury him here? I mean, probably people that care about him. You can't just bury him now.
What are you doing? You can't just pull him down by his legs. Try loosening the noose.
I can't reach that far.
I guess maybe If I had a knife, I don't. Oh, man. I couldn't do it. I personally couldn't do it. Can you reach?
I'm going to be sick. I can't do this.
No
Yes,
way.
you can. Teddy. Edward. I know you can. You've been through much worse.
Mm-hmm. We'll try again. And then once again, what do we do with this body? I'm not strong enough to carry it down the hill? Would you bury it just right here? Could you even?
Where are the Fretlands, Edward?
It's been 2 days. If they're not back tonight,
They're not coming back.
perhaps they left after their daughter died.
Was murdered, you mean? Isn't that what we think happened?
Could have been an accident. When tragedy befalls them, Edward thinks, people tend to
Penny
look
for
for
your
a
thoughts?
scapegoat. Yeah,
Perhaps she fell by accident.
So you don't think it was murder?
It's difficult to say with any certainty. The boy could have pushed her.
You're really not helping.
Can we talk about this tomorrow? I'm sorry.
You're exhausted.
I buried a corpse today, Alice.
I know. I'm sorry. Why don't you sleep in the guest bedroom?
The couch is fine. The Fretlands could still come home.
All right. Just don't come crying to me if you wake up with a crick in your neck. I'll be up for a while, if you feel like talking.
Yeah, I would hate to jump to conclusions. I don't know. Oh, okay, I can get up now. I don't know anything about what's going on in this town, you know? I just got here, nobody's here to talk to. There's some creepy letters.
I really thought I'd find Betty today.
Well, I told you not to get your hopes up, Edward.
Well,
I mean, we just got here. It's a big place. She could be anywhere.
It's just the thought of her alone out there
yeah.
in the dark.
She's a tough cookie. Your Betty. Tougher than you, teddy bear.
That she is.
Well, let's see what this note is. I guess we didn't see this before. Oh, there's a ham. Huh, it's been out. I guess they don't have refrigeration units in 1923. Well, no lights either, so no electricity, no refrigerators. I think microwaves came along in the, 40s or 50s? I don't know.
What did you find?
Someone tried to burn this.
Just like the book. Isn't that odd?
It's addressed to Mrs. Fretland.
Hmm.
My dearest Anna. It's from her sister, Margaret.
Huh.
Frederick's wife. The two brothers married sisters, remember?
Yes, and it's adorable. Keep reading.
I really shouldn't.
Really? How else are we going to figure out what happened? Keep reading.
I concur.
My dearest Anna, I miss you so very, very much. The baby is due soon, and I wish for our family to reunite before... It's been 7 years since the dreadful incident at the mine. Can we not convince Frederick and Johann to forgive and forget?
Forgive?
I know there are things Frederick has not told me about what they found and why they parted ways. Their grudge is tearing us all apart. Frederick won't even let me speak to half of our neighbors, accusing them of treason. He's so very angry and full of regrets. It's eating him up. And we...
And we what?
The rest is
Unreadable.
unreadable.
Margaret reached out to her sister, but I guess it didn't work.
This was written before Simon was born, but burned recently.
Oh yeah, 1909 is when it was written. Huh. So it does look like there was more to the incident in the mine than we know. Oh, we can't go into the cupboard. So
I feel restless.
You should sleep.
I'm not sure I can. But yes, I'll try. In a bit.
Are we going to explore a little bit? I guess we can't go upstairs yet? No, we can. We can go explore upstairs. We haven't done this yet. Is she gonna follow me?
Alice!
Right here.
No, she's going to stay downstairs. Well, let's see what this book is about. Turn the page. Let's read it. So this is August 3rd, 1923. This morning I had lemon juice in hot water with no sugar instead of tea. I also had half an apple and dry toast. I've been gaining weight lately. I read about this diet in the paper. It's apparently very popular in London. But I am dreadfully hungry, and I crave fried eggs and sausages. August 4th, 1923. We received an odd letter yesterday, addressed to Johann. It's from an American gentleman, Mr. Edward Harden, me, or the person I'm playing, of course, of Hanover, Massachusetts. The letter was well written and very polite. Mr. Harden received our information from the Elson police when he requested a contact in Gravik. Still pronouncing that wrong, I'm sure. I do wonder why they gave him Johann's name, not Frederick's. Perhaps because our dear Margaret is no longer with us, and I am better prepared to respond in English than Frederick. Mr. Harden inquired about his sister, Elizabeth Harden, who's traveling on her own. Apparently she's a journalist. Imagine that, crossing the Atlantic Ocean to write about Norway. Sounds wonderful. The letter said Elizabeth telegraphed her brother from Alsund to inform him that she planned to visit Gravik. Why she'd want to come to this dreary old place, I have no idea. There's nothing here worth writing about anymore. His sister has not arrived yet. If she had, I would have tired her out with questions about America, being a journalist and traveling the world on her own. She sounds so interesting. I hope she does come, even though she will surely be bored out of her mind. I'll write Mr. Harden today. Johann is not comfortable writing letters, especially in English. He agrees that we should invite Mr. Harden to stay here, if he decides to come. After all, there are no guest houses in Gravik, and our spare room is rarely used. Also, I have to admit, having a visitor from America sounds terribly exciting. Not a lot happened back then, you know, they didn't have internet or most people didn't have a car. You couldn't get to other places very easily. You're a farmer probably. August 5th, 1923. This morning I had a boiled egg and buttered toast. Cheated on his diet, did he? After Johann told me I was being silly and that I need not lose any weight, seeing as we're not in London and no one cares. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Butter, man. That's the bad stuff. Ah. Can we play? We know how to play the piano. Oh, the Draugen waltz. Huh. Oh, interesting. Hope this doesn't wake the dead. Jeez. Yeah, what if this was pulled from the, Viking Necronomicon? And here we are playing, waking them up. No, of course not. I mean, that's ridiculous because the music sheet is obviously more recently written.
Alice?
I'm over here.
She's still downstairs. So is this the guest room? Is this... Oh, this is Ruth's room. Oh, so Ruth is the one that fell and died. So we'll go in here real quick. We'll explore. Aww. What a terrible thing to happen. Can't even imagine losing a child. Whew, that young. Huh, what is... Oh, it's the twins. Huh. And then a book, it looks like. Can't tell. Was she storing something? Oh, she found a treasure chest, perhaps? That's adorable. I love treasure too. A bunny rabbit? Ooh, that does not look like a bunny rabbit. What is that? I can't really see it very well. And that's a bear holding a pig. That's pretty cute. Okay, so that's Ruth's room. Not too much in here. That's kind of creepy. Can you imagine that looking at you all night? Whew. Annabelle. Alright. Yep, and then there's the deer head. Ah, so we can go out here. Wow. Certainly is pretty, isn't it? Wow. They put some work into this. That is gorgeous. Incredible. Okay. So there's nothing actually out here, though. Just a view. But not just any view. A gorgeous view. Ah, a pipe. Tobacco and some matches. Mm-hmm. So let's... Oh, it's locked. Huh. That is curious. I wonder if there's a key somewhere. Who are these folks? I don't recognize them. Ah, it's Jesus. It's in color, too. You don't see too many colored pictures, but I don't know. I guess since it's a drawing, probably.
Where are you?
Okay, so there's nothing in here either? Huh. Okay, so we have one locked door up here. We'll keep that in mind in case we find a key. We probably won't. Not recently, not anytime soon, sorry. So we'll go back downstairs. And we'll see if we can sleep on the couch. Because I don't think there's anything else to do. I'm not going to go wandering around outside, certainly not at this time. So, we've got the fire going. What is this? Oh, it's the book again. We can review materials, it looks like. Still not sure what the book is called.
I almost forgot putting this aside when I lit the fire.
Would it have
Was there
mattered?
an inscription inside?
Simon. Simon gave that book to Ruth. But who burned it?
Johann or Anna, if they believed Simon killed her.
Yeah.
But they were friendly, right? Simon and Ruth. Before...
I imagine so. And we know the sisters were close.
I still don't understand why the brothers had a falling out.
Whatever drove a wedge between them, it was big.
It had something to do with the mine. Something... Who was it that perished in the mine? It was their brother or cousin or... Let's see, it was in a picture over here. Ah, here. So this is the two brothers. And then Frederick and Johann Fretland. And then who's the one in the back?
Johann and Frederick Fretland. Thick as thieves, before things took a turn.
Don't you always say that much of our pain is self-chosen?
I forgot.
I wonder about that.
It's the same photograph we saw in the store.
Oh yes,
Except
but
this one's whole.
Yeah, not
So the
torn.
brother who owns the store
Frederick.
was angry with Johann before Ruth.
Because of the mine. It all comes back to the mine.
That's what I've been saying. We need to go to the mine.
must have been a big deal for Greywoke.
Grovik. An opportunity to do more than live hand to mouth.
What a blow it must have been to lose it all.
Yeah, I can't even imagine, especially back then. So here, let's read this. Oh my God! Did you see Lizzie? She's right there. How'd she even? Where'd she come from? That's terrifying. Clippings.
These headlines make more sense now.
Yeah.
Johann sells his share, and the cave-in occurs shortly thereafter, killing 3 people.
Oh, it killed
Including
3.
the younger brother.
The investor pulls out, leaving Frederick with the bills.
Oh, I feel awful for everyone. Losing a brother, losing the business.
There were no happy endings here.
No. No. What was the brother's name though? So you have Johann and Frederick, and then their little brother, what? What was his name? You snuck up on me! That's really creepy that you can do that while I'm reading. You just, like, jump out of friggin' nowhere. Oh wow, I didn't see this before.
You
Was
do
it dirty?
look exhausted.
Thanks.
Go to bed, Edward. I'll tuck you in.
Okay. Is there a blankie? What is that? Oh, is this a heater? Okay, we'll go to bed. Oh, can we not yet? We need to look at this first. Oh, we'll place the hat. Oh, okay, so everything that we find of
What are you
hers.
doing?
Betty will want these back.
I don't think it's healthy
Not now,
to...
please. I'm exhausted.
Alright, so the more we find, the more we'll add to this. And we should be ready for bed now.
I feel restless.
You should sleep.
I'm not sure I can. But yes, I'll try.
Quite the day, huh?
Yeah.
I'm ready to pass out. Where will you sleep?
I'll be up for a while. My mind's simply racing.
Don't stay up late. Wake me if you hear the Fretlands arriving.
Of course. And I'll keep my eyes open for any ghosts that might want to haunt you in your sleep.
There are no...
Hush now. Sleep.
Alright. Oh man. Day 3. I am loving this game. It's absolutely incredible. The story's unfolding just at the right pace. I really like the aesthetics. The dialogue is incredible. And it's like a mystery novel. Like, we slowly were uncovering more and more about what's going on in this ghost town. But we are going to stop it here because this is a great place to stop it. We'll start episode 3 with this day 3. I imagine it is day 3. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you on the next episode.